Hi, friends. Today for reading, I wanted to read a book that I think is going to be really important for us, and it's called Ruby Finds a Worry. The title is Ruby Finds a Worry. Our author is Tom Percival. What do you think this book's going to be about? If she finds a worry, I don't really know what that means. And I'm not really sure what's going on the front cover here. Maybe the back will help us? The back cover said, Ruby had always been perfectly happy until the day she discovered a worry. I wonder what a worry means and what Ruby's going to do about it. Let's find out together. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high, and she loved to explore wild, faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day. I wonder what's going to happen that changes her being happy. She discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that nobody really noticed it at first. But then the worry started to grow. And each day it got a little bigger. Wow. So this is what her worry looked like to start. And here's what her worry looks like now. Do you know what a worry is? When we talk about being worried, it means that we're really thinking a lot about something. It's a thought. Worries are thoughts. So when you say that you have a worry, it means you're really thinking a lot about something and you're kind of nervous. You're not sure what's going to happen. It makes you feel a little bit uneasy. It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast staring at her over the box of cereal. And then it was still here at night when she brushed her teeth. Look how big it is now. It's like bigger than she is. Oh no. The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry. Her teacher didn't even see the worry. Look, there's her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. That's the tricky thing about being worried is sometimes you're the only one that knows about it. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things she loved. So look, at the beginning of the story, it showed us that she loved digging and exploring in the garden. Do you remember that? So there she is digging, but now that the worry is there, it's not letting her dig. And I do remember it saying that she loved to swing up high. But now that the worry's there, it's not letting her swing. No. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? So here I see the picture of Ruby with her big worry, and all these things are coming out of her head, so it's showing that that's what she's thinking. She's trying to ride a bike, and there's her worry. She's trying to enjoy her birthday cake, but there's her worry. She's trying to enjoy some music, but there's her worry. And look at her face. She's like, that's how it looks when you're worried. Ruby didn't realize it, but she was doing the worst thing you can do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Man. Now, the worry was enormous. Enormous is a synonym for big. Remember, synonyms are words that mean the same thing? So enormous means big. So this little worry, remember how tiny it was there on the bench? Now it's enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at dinner time. It filled up half the school bus. Oh no. What do you think Ruby's going to be able to do about this? And it took up whole rows at the movie theater. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about, and it seemed like she would never feel happy again. So when you're worried, you don't feel good, you don't feel happy, you're nervous and you're scared and you're anxious and you have all these bad feelings that don't feel very good. And so if all Ruby can think about is her worry, she's not giving herself any time to think about happy things or calm things or exciting things or even funny things. Then one day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? Well, what do you think? Does he look like he might be worrying about something too? I think so. It was. Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. So there's the boy from the park with his worry, and there's another boy from her class with his worry, and that might have been her teacher, and that's her teacher's worry. She asked the boy what was on his mind. So when someone says, "What's on your mind?" they want to know, what are you thinking about? And the strangest thing happened. As he began to tell her what he was thinking about, his worry began to shrink. It's getting smaller. How did that happen? Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever do if you have a worry. She talked about it. As the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Look, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Soon, both of their worries were gone. So when you're worried about something, you're nervous and you're thinking about it and you don't know what's going to happen and you're anxious. But if you talk to somebody about it, it somehow makes you feel better and it makes the worry disappear because the other person helps you. They talk to you and they maybe give you some good advice or good ideas, things that help you feel better. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of a worry, they never hung around for too long. The end. So if you're feeling worried about something, maybe you're nervous or scared or anxious, try your best to talk to somebody about it. I know that we can't always use our words, and that's okay, but we can point to things, we can find pictures, we can use our drawing, and don't forget, you can use your core words to tell people that you're worried about something. Maybe say, "I have something to tell you." There's lots that you can say with these core words. So there's lots of ways that you can talk about it, even if you're not ready to use your words like this. I hope that your worries stay small and you always find ways to talk about them. I'll see you soon and try your best to keep it calm and happy.